the worst buyouts, decisions, things I've done in this game. You guys love story time, right? Always show some love on the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. And, we'll get more of this in. So, this is a video for you wannabe vendors out there. And, y'all want to hear about my failures. So, let's dig on into... yeah, it's that bad. Let's dig on into this, shall we? Now, business is a learning experience. And, we're just gonna... yeah, that's how that one feels. Alright. So, before filming this video, I kind of gathered a lot of thoughts in my head. I was like, man, what buyouts have we done? What failure of products have we've been involved in? And some of that stuff. So, that disappointment back there. Alright. Truthfully, I think we're about 100 off. This is really bad. So, like, oh, God. On a $2,000 investment on that thing, at this point, we're about 100 away from breaking even. And that thing came out 2018? Alright. Last year's Karibo one, man, I should have bought into those. Those were good. Those stupid, what is it? Some of those Karibos are worth something. Strange, right? It's almost like they learned from their first failed product. No one wanted to invest in the second product, and the second product was better. Should have invested in the second one. I could have at least broke even on, what was it, 1-for-1s? And, yeah, better cards. Hear that down there? You're a disappointment. Okay. So, Advent Calendar, oh God, Advent Calendar was horrible. Alright, okay, so the Lone Fires gained some value. They did good. Yeah, that was the set. Alright, there was a Ghost Sister in there that did good. Everything else was bad. So, here's the thing with wanting to be a vendor. Alright, so, if you get the proper connections, you have to order product before you know anything in advance. Alright? I'm sorry to tell you this. There's a lot of people out here that are like, oh, well, I can do so good, Robbie. Oh, I can do better than you. Yes, I can. And then you're like, I bet. And then this is the same group of people that are like, oh my God, hey, Robbie, I gotta ask your advice. Is this good? And it's like, no. People seem to think that they can pick up product and be like, oh, I can plus on this. Like, it's a dark world, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you have to play the flip a coin game. All right, you have to invest in product 2 to 3 months in advance before you know anything about it. You might get like a little spreadsheet of data. All right, that's called them being nice to you. All right, so to the wannabe vendor out there, that's my little snippet discount to you here. Is you're gonna be playing a very dangerous game. It's not always worth it. Like that down there. All right, now it's no strange thing to tell you guys this. Hi, I've been involved in accumulating certain amounts of cards. Alright, man, that sounds shady as crap. Hi, I have bought large sums of cards. Now, I've done not truly buyouts. I've bought cards I thought were going to go up in value. You know, you don't go sit here and be like, oh, I'm going to buy out 45 copies of this. Maybe you do if they got them. It's not that hard to look at people's inventory and go, huh, they have 300 copies of this at 10 cents a piece. Let's buy them all. What is that, like $30? You buy them all. You're like, all right, this is great. All right. So you're like, all right, so we accumulate all their inventory at their cost minus shipping fees. They're probably getting, what, $24 off of those 300 cards? Congratulations. You made something. Now, I've been in some buyouts. They haven't been amazing ones. I think I was on, wave 2 of the, oh my God. The one that destroys equipped cards. What was it, a spell card? And then, like, the day after me and 2 friends bought them out, they ended up banning the thing. So that, worst $20 I ever spent. I can't even remember it. It's not Eternal Rest. It was like a trap card that like knocked spell cards off, knocked equips off. It was some old thing like that. So that was $20 down the drain. I think we did the second wave of Interrupted Kaiju buyouts. Each person, I think, spent $200. 4 people were involved in that. $800 to wipe the market off. 4 days later, they were back on the market. Though, that one was good in the short term, though, because flipping those for the extra $2 once... Okay, so market receded off. We were like, all right, like, this was bad. Overall, it was just a bad buyout because, I mean, yeah, they flooded back on, but later on, the cards went up. Now, looking at these Dragons of Legends set, things like that, I've picked up a couple of Time Lords along the way. This isn't necessarily a bad buyout. I was looking at Time Lord cards in their original rarities. I was like, God, like 10 cents for some of these. I have stacks like this of certain Time Lord cards. I was like, oh, $10. I get like 100 copies. Let's do this. You know what I mean? So it's buyouts like that aren't necessarily bad. It's not good, but then you're like, well, what's your return going to be, Robbie? You know, if those 10-cent cards go to $1, I charge shipping. I mean, I might make, what, like 50 cents? People need to understand that they're literally called penny stocks, all right? Like, it's the little things like this. Sometimes you'll hit a banger, all right? I've got friends out here that were buying these 25, 40-cent cards out here, and the next thing you know, they're $4 or $5, and you're like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Like, you're doing wonderful on that. But, you know, advice to new players is, this isn't easy, all right? You're not gonna... I get so many questions all the time from people. It's like, oh, well, you know, they got stars in their eyes. Just like, oh, I can do this. This is great. You got advice for me? You're like, hey, I want to know your business model. They're things I'm not going to give you, all right? They're things that have worked for me. I'm not going to sit here. I had 2 people that were like, you should make this a Patreon tier. Tell us how you do business. Like, it's a snowball effect, man. Like, one product, you'll get lucky. So you'll buy something, for example, this disappointment down here, and then all of a sudden, something will go crazy, all right? Like, you really underestimate these styles of things. You pick things up like this. You sell 4 or 5 cards out of this. You pay for the basic cost of the structure deck. You're left with, what, 40 cards? All right, and then, well, actually, you're probably left with 35 cards. Okay, so you're left with 35 cards. Something else from the structure deck, say 4 years down the line, like, that goes up. Congratulations. You won. Your penny song. You made an extra, what is that, $100 off of one product later on down the road. So that's a genuine, like, good advice. Now, continuing on with the theme of today's worst buyouts video. Okay, so if you're buying with the true intent to resell, don't do it. All right. I had a friend that had he was buying meta decks. He's like, Robbie, I'm gonna turn around and flip these. He no longer plays the game. All right. He racked up a great amount of debt years ago, and sadly, he learned his lesson, and it was horrible. There have been a lot of stories like this, you know. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like I said, there are really bad investments, and there are should have been good investments. Reading the product, it seemed good, but penny stonks, check. All right, that's a good thing. Getting product at good, affordable rates where you can flip and do things, check. All right, now investing in 4,900 copies of something like this, expecting these to be a $2. Look at this. Is this a future $2 card? Maybe. It depends how many more times they choose to reprint Quaking Mirror Force. It's also about opportunity cost. All right. So, I mean, don't be like me. Man, on the worst buyouts to the best buyouts here. I had a friend that as soon as the Tri Brigade got announced, that man said there are $90 Tenkies. This person, I think, spent $2,000, wiped out Tenki off the market, turned around, resold all the Tenkies at $150 each. Free money. Alright? It's all about that opportunity cost. If you got the knowledge and the brains and, you know, you want to go for it, go for it. It's I'm not endorsing buyouts or anything like that, but I'm just saying it's truly all about opportunity cost, and it's a very interesting thing out there. So, worst buyout of all time goes to Advent Calendar 2018. God, you're ugly. Ugh. Worst product ever, guys. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and well, I'm gonna be disappointed the rest of the day, as there's a lot to do. Alright guys, peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out Vanquill40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by Vanquill40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out imquillgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.